Alright, welcome to yet another unboxing video. Sorry, not unboxing, but pack briefing video. Here's what we have today. For this particular streaming session will be yet another 20 packets of the 2012-2013 match Attax uh, cards. So we've sourced this from Indonesia, and they have been in storage for the past 20 years, not 20 years, sorry, but the past 10 years. And what we're going to do is try and open them up and see whether we can get lucky in terms of getting some very pristine condition types of legend cards or the match attacks 100 club cards. So as you can see, the packs themselves, some of them are in not so good shape. They are starting to deteriorate basically. Let's hope it doesn't damage the card too much. And we're just going to go ahead and rip open 20 packets here in the sitting. In our previous one, we managed to get quite a fair amount of Legends card. We managed to beat the odds, so that was much better than what we had yesterday on the streams that we ran. And today we're going, and in this session, we're going to another 20 packs. I hope it's more similar to the experience we've had earlier today in the morning when we did this. So we're coming in now for the afternoon ripping session. All right, so we're going to start things off. So once again, it's one in every 4.2 packets. You can expect a Legends card. That's the packet odds, and of course, it's one in every 40 for 100 plus. If we manage to get a good condition, Gareth Bale. So going in now, we're going with our very first packet in the sitting. I hope we get a good card here. There's an insert. It's a defender. Okay, that's a defender card at the bottom. We're going to review that in a while. That is likely to be a shiny card, I hope. Or is that two cards stuck together? Right, so this pack appears a little more sticky than the ones we've had. So it's a Mark Noble first. And then we're going through, it's a Harvey Garcia, right? That's something I'm not sure we've seen before. Connor Wickham 3, so it's definitely two cards stuck together here. So we have Chelsea defender, this is Gary Cahill, and the shiny card would be a midfielder. Southampton would it be a Lallana? It's a star signing, Stephen Davis. All right, so not a great start here, but we have gotten our first pack out of the way. Hopefully, pack number 2 gives us some interesting cards, something that we've not seen yet, something that we can add to the collection. And I think, just by the reflection, we have a Legends card here. So what I really hope it would be is a David Beckham Legend card. We will find out in a while whether that's the case. All right, so we'll take a look. It's a midfielder, so there is a chance that it might be a David Beckham Legend card. We can only hope that that's the case. We're going through the base cards first. Let's go with Chini, Newcastle. It's Sandro from Tottenham. It's a Gervinho. Oh, that's rare. We have not seen that before. Gervinho base card. We're just going to set that over here. A stadium card, and that's St. Mary's Stadium for Southampton. And we're going to unveil our uh, very first legend card in this thing. Right, I'm just getting the sleeve ready. And the midfielder is McManaman. Right, so not David Beckham, but this is a repeat. We've gotten Mecca before in the previous stream that we ran. That was yesterday, I believe. So nonetheless, we're just gonna put it into the sleeve so that we kind of preserve it. It looks to be in great shape, this particular card. So we are just going to set that into a double sleeve here and not kind of not touch it ever again. If we have, yeah, if we're able to, right? So this is Steve Mecca, first Legends card. It's a midfielder, Liverpool midfielder. Uh, and yep, so pack number 3 is a pretty decent start, having a repeat Legends card, but we are still on the hunt for that David Beckham, that Ryan Giggs, that Paul Scholes, as well as that Persie 100 club. Okay, pack number 3. We are going to go through pack number 3, and the shiny is a West Brom forward, so not very excited about that, but it's the Mail Nursery base card. We have a Louis Sahar for Sunderland. Chelsea defender, it's David Luiz. Midfielder, it's Sebastian Granero. Right, and the forward here, it's star signing Romelu Lukaku. Right, so that looks to be quite an interesting card. So I think we got this in earlier box break, but this looks to be in a better condition. We're just gonna we're just going to sleeve these. I know it's not valued at a lot, but it's a Romelu Lukaku card, and it's interesting purely because of the fact that it's him from his time when he was on loan at West Brom from Chelsea. Right, so we're going to open up the next pack. This is pack number 4. Hopefully, we get uh, something rare like a 100 club then Persie. That's something that we're really interested in getting, but we've not managed to see so far. And nope, we have another West Brom forward as the base, as the shiny card, maybe as a repeat. So Stuart Downing here. We have Warnock, Whitehead. We have a Sermon, and this would be star player or the wingy. Right. So star player or the wingy. We're just gonna set that over here. And alright, pack number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pack number 5. We are halfway through the first half of 20 packets that we're opening up in this sitting. We're just kind of pacing them out to kind of try and do it in smaller, more manageable bite-sized settings. And we have here 5 new cards, starting with the Fulham, Kachanliklich. Nope, no idea how to pronounce that. It's a mouthful. Defender, Davide Santon. Midfielder, Jake Livermore for Tottenham. We have defender Andre Santos, and this would be a star signing Adam Johnson for. Right, so 1, 2, 3. So this particular set so far, we have been getting a lot of 1 and 2 uh, star signing star player cards, and only 1 Legends card so far. Alright, so we're moving on to the next packet, so pack number 6. Hopefully our luck turns for the better in this afternoon setting and that we get a lot more legend as well as 100 clubs and maybe inside this 10-year-old packs. They've just been sitting in some warehouse somewhere in tropical country, right? So we have here 5 new cards. Pack number 6, I believe. Let's see, starting with Jones, this player is a little stuck together, Howson. We have manager card, this is a Steve Clark, we're just setting that aside. Defender, this is Jose Enrique, and the midfielder, this is man of the match, Adam Lallana. So we have seen this earlier in one of our box breaks where I've gotten one in great condition. This looks to be in pretty decent condition as well, except for a little slight bend on the edges. We're just going to sleeve that as well. This is our first man of the match card. It's a decent shape. It's a Lallana in a decent shape because at the very least you could see from the, if you could see on the screen, right? It's yeah, it's a bit reflective, but you can see that the shiny foil part element of it, the man of the match component is still at least intact. So you're just gonna adjust the ring light a little. Hopefully that makes it easier for us to see what's going on. Or let me switch this off. Right, so we're just gonna switch off and rely on the light in the background. But anyway, we are on to pack number 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 7. Okay, pack number 7. We're opening it. And hopefully you get something interesting here. There's an insert. Pack has seen better days for sure. There's no insert there. But anyway, we're gonna go through the 5 cards. It looks like it's a Newcastle forward as a shine. The Schneiderlin, base, Martin Joel, manager card, Tim Crew, base card, Yunus Kabul, base card, and the shiny card is the forward is Party Cisse, star player. We're just gonna set that over here and move on to the next packet. So some of these packs definitely feel like they've seen better days after this cat outside. So just a little bit uh, kind of dirt or grime on them, if I would say so. Okay, moving on, pack number 8. We're still very hopeful that we'll get like 100 rather than Persie, but or a David Beckham legend card. That'd be fantastic. So first card here in this pack number 8 is Alloy Bennett. We have goalkeeper Ben Foster, base card midfielder Jordan Henderson, stadium card that's stuck together with QPR forward. The stadium card is Villa Park, and the forward here is star player Jibril Cisse. Right, Jibril Cisse, it's interesting. Having Lukaku, a Jibril Cisse, that is somewhat interesting, and we're going to go for pack number 9 now. We're just going to open it up. Pack number 9. This would be Man City forward. What do we have here? Man City forward, Mario Balotelli. We have quite a few of that as well. Lee Cattlemore. Chelsea is Fernando Torres. That's something I believe we don't quite have yet. And Mbia for QPR, and a shiny midfielder card. Could be a Hazard, could be a Juan Mata. Let's take a look. It's an Eden Hazard. Oh gosh. It's an Eden Hazard 100 club. And that's nice, but it's not in the best condition, right? It's kind of faded. The 100 club gold printing and everything is kind of faded. So definitely not in pristine condition. Seen better days, but yeah, it's our first 100 club in this sitting, albeit it's something that has been slightly damaged just by the amount of time it's spent in the pack itself. So we're just going to double sleeve it anyway. We just don't want it to continue breaking down any further. But in terms of cut value, it's probably not going to command a high cut value. But maybe there's some people out there who will be interested in, keeping it, getting it for the collection, even though it's not in pristine condition. But well, that's a 100 club, our first 100 club in the sitting. Pack number 9. I wish it was in a better state, but nonetheless, it's great because this is our first, I believe, our first Eden Hazard 100 club card, and it's something that we've not seen before, at least from this batch. We've gotten Kate Coyote, we've gotten like Gareth Bale, as well as I think there was Joe Hart, if I'm not mistaken, and I think we may have a Legends card in here. So pack number 10, we have a chance of getting a Legends card. It's a defender, so no chance of it being a David Beckham, right? But we're gonna look through what we have here. It's a Danny Welbeck base card first. Chris Gunter. It looks strangely familiar, right? Leroy Lita, the kind of lineup that we always get. Everton forward, and Shebe. And it looks like it's almost like they kind of do it in a sequence. And it's Lee Dixon. So this particular pack looks very familiar in terms of the lineup, in terms of having a Danny Welbeck, uh, Anishebe, and the other players. So we're just gonna set this in a double sleeve as well. It's a Lee Dixon. A Legends card is pretty common. It's getting to be like the junk card in the Legends kind of series, but we're just gonna double sleeve it anyway. So the second Legends card in our pack number 10, and it's Lee Dixon, which we have. I think this would make it the third Lee Dixon card that we have. And personally, I would have loved for it to be another player or a Legends card we have not gotten before. But we're not complaining too much as long as we actually get like decent odds, or we beat the odds that have been written on the pack. Okay, this card has seen better days for sure. The card at the bottom here definitely looks like it's weathered, uh, but it's a Ben Harfa Newcastle card, and it's a Pierre Mertesacker as well as a Michael Dawson midfielder, Ian Hammond, and this would be the shiny card. It's a star signing Diarra. We're just gonna set that over here. So that's the end of the first half. We have gotten um, two legends, 100 club, one man of the match, and of course a bunch of star signing and star player cards. So moving on to the second half, I hope we get a much better selection of cards. Hopefully we beat the odds on this, and then we get a lot more interesting 100 clubs as well as legends, right? So I'm very interested in the David Beckham legend card as well as the Robin and Persie 100 club. So yes, we have another legend card here. You can see it, the gold reflection in the foil. We're just gonna see whether it's a goalkeeper. Slightly damage on the back here at the edge. So this is possibly a Peter Cech, a David Seaman, I'm not sure, or Peter Schmeichel, but we're gonna go through the base card first with the song. It's Elton Maisie Skirtle for Liverpool, and midfielder it's Zokbia for Aston Villa. And the Legends card here, we're gonna reveal it in 3, 2, 1. It's David Seaman. Right, quite unfortunate. There is a slight bend on the corner, but if you're an Arsenal fan, you may still want to get this for a collection at some point, right? If you're able to like get your hands on it, because this is after all a legend card, David Seaman, right? If Yeah, so I think it's great. It's always interesting to get a legend card. Always exciting to see whether it's in a good shape. And this, I would say, it's not ideal, but it's a very slight bend at the edge. Could still be valuable or meaningful to someone who's an Arsenal fan, but David Seaman. Right, third Legends card. We're off to a great start here for the second half. We are just going to go with pack number 12. Alright, let's go pack number 12. It probably kill me a little bit more if it was a David Beckham card and then there was that gem on the corner. Yeah. So, alright, pack number 7. Here we go. It's kind of stuck to the pack. Is it stuck to the pack? Okay, okay. Right, midfielder. Oh, this pack looks like it's in better base for sure. There's an Oscar base card, defender, Onoha, Baspe, Gareth Barry, Man City, goalkeeper, John Rudy, star player. Right, so I'm getting a number of these rather lame uh, star players, star signing cards. And we're moving on to the next pack number 13. Hopefully we get something else interesting. Yeah, just gonna open them up. Take a look. No shiny gold reflection, so it's midfielder, likely another Lalana. We'll take a look in a short while. So these cards are a little bit stuck together. Get Guy Bernal, Yaya Torre, like a bunch of them. Coella, defender John Terry, base card here. And the midfielder Southampton card is a star signing Stephen Davis. So this is a repeat in itself. We have like star signing Davis here somewhere, I think at the bottom. Yeah, that's the one at the bottom there. We're just gonna set it over here. And that leaves us with pack number 14, where we're still in the hunt for that elusive 100 club Robin and Persie. And we can certainly hope that when we actually get it, it's in decent shape, because the Hazard card is slightly damaged in my opinion. Uh, yeah, so we're going to go through pack number 15, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, pack number 15. We are halfway through to the halfway in the second half. It's a QPR midfielder, right? And it's Michael Dawson here. Defender, it's Mertesacker. We have a stadium card there, it's a Dean Hammond first. And then a stadium card, it's Creighton Cottage, Fulham. Right. And midfielder, QPR, it's Jisung Park. Right, that's interesting. We're just going to sleep it. This is towards the tail end of Jisung Park's career in the Premier League, I believe. So he joined QPR, former United player for sure. And this is interesting. It's just one of those interesting cards that we appreciate as a United fan. Alright, so pack number 16. These packs, as you can see, they have not been packed in the most ideal conditions, but they've been in storage for 10 years, and there's bound to be some accidents here and there, and the way that it's been handled, and we're just hoping for that luck, right, in terms of getting a precious cut in with as little damage as possible. I see a reflection. It's a United crest in the reflection. It's a forward, so it could only mean that it's a Van Persie, I believe. But the question is whether it's 100 club. Alright, and it is in good condition. So this is exciting. So it's Fraser Campbell first, Frank Lampard, Sean Wright-Phillips. We have a defender, Tompkins. And what do you think this is? Would it be a star signing, star player kind of deal, or would it be a Robin Van Persie 100 club, and will it be in a good shape? So in 3, 2, 1, and it's just a star signing. So we are a little disappointed. We were hoping for a Van Persie 100 club. I think that's really elusive, and yeah, we just gotten a star signing, Robin Van Persie instead. So here you go. So pack number 17 here. 17 going on to what's the tail end of this 20 packs that we have arranged for this particular stream. So this is pack number 17. Okay. Nope. I don't think it's Legends. Just call it Glimpse in the Reflection, and it's David Fox, Craig Dawson, base cut. This is a midfielder, Liverpool Lucas Lever, manager Paul Lambert, defender Chelsea, and it's man of the match David Luiz. Seen better days for sure. This particular man of the match card. We're just gonna leave it, give it a sleeve anyway, just to kind of love it. And it's a man of the match card. Man of the match cards are often still sought after in this series. And okay, we're going on to pack number 18. Yeah, towards the end here. So there's 3 more packs, including this one, to see whether we have a chance of scoring that David Beckham 100 club, or not sorry, David Beckham Legends card, or the Van Persie 100 club. So we have the insert, we're disposing of that. So we're starting off with McCleary from Reading, Danny Graham. Nope, no 100 club here. It's Leighton Baines for Everton, MacArthur, and it's a star signing star player Franco Di Santo. That's something that's gotten as well on the previous box break. Nothing too exciting. So pack number 19. I think we are falling short in terms of performance here. We have only gotten 3 legend card and 100 club, and unfortunately the 100 club that we've gotten is in poor shape, with some damage to the foil, right? Oh no, this is absolutely horrible. So you can see here that this is epic damage that has happened to a midfielder card. Oh no, right. So this is right. I think this is just unfortunate. We have a Juan Mata card here that has truly been damaged through time, right? And you can see that the foil is just damaged, and what we end up having is quite possibly just a silver backing. Oh, wow. Right, so today we learned this is how the printing works. And yeah, this gold foil, I think we're just destroying this on screen here. So this is what used to be a Juan Mata card. Guys can see here it's just peeling off, and it's just not doing very well with time and being kept in the packaging in that manner. It's a pity. It's a true pity. But yeah, this is a messed up Juan Mata 100 club. Not 100 club, sorry. It's a messed up Juan Mata star, I want to say star signing. No, star player card. Right. But it's interesting to just see how they kind of do the printing. It's like this very thin plastic uh, layer over a shiny foil cut base, and you can see that a lot of it just ended up being on the packet over here. So this is what happens when you keep cards in storage for 10 years. Today we found out, right? And this is the kind of damage, the risk of damage that we're dealing with in trying to rescue these cards from the pack. And I say rescue, right? Because they're really trying to get open them and hope that they're in good enough shape for us to kind of preserve them and put them in a sleeve and hopefully prevent further damage from ever happening. So James McLean, Stadium card, Stamford Bridge, that's something that I think has a little bit of value, with just tiny value. Fallen from QPR, manager card is Sam Allardyce, we're just going to set it aside. And I think, wow, and my wife just caught a giant clam. What is it? Giga's giant clam on Animal Crossing. Uh, this is a crossover episode where we talk about Animal Crossing on my Match Attax unboxing video channel. But yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I just basically sleeve the messed up Juan Mata uh, card. Right, so we're just gonna put that here. I think it's somewhat interesting that we managed to get like a super messed up card that has been damaged. Looks almost like a relic. Yeah. Okay, so pack number 20, that's our very last pack for this sitting. Hopefully we get something nice. And now that I've actually seen the immense amount of damage on this card, I feel like I'm compelled to quickly open everything up that I've gotten from this batch at least, right? To try and make sure that we do not suffer any more such losses, because who knows how long it takes for such damage to happen and whether we can kind of prevent that from happening. Okay, pack number 20. Hopefully end on a high. I really hope so. And this would be a Swansea goalkeeper. I don't think it's anything. It's probably Vom. It's nothing to be really excited about. And this is Zoltan Guerra. We have an Anfield Stadium card, which is nice. Kieran Clark, midfielder, Glenn Whelan, and the goalkeeper is Vom, star player. Alright, fantastic. So this is the end of our live stream for this particular set of 20 that we are ripping through today. This is a super damaged Juan Mata star player card. We do get a David Seaman, a Legends card, Steve McManaman, Lee Dixon, which is kind of like a filler Legends card. We got a Eden Hazard 100 club, which is fantastic, except for the fact that it's a little damaged. The shine on the 100 club is not as defined as we like it to be. It's not packet fresh in that sense. It's not like mint condition or near mint condition, but it's still 100 club. We've gotten a Lallana man of the match as well as a David Luiz man of the match, both in I think the David Luiz man of the match has seen better days and could have been in much better condition. But yep, having said that, definitely These are packs that have been sitting in storage for 10 years, and this is the kind of damage that you get and you're dealing with. And these are the odds that you're trying to beat in terms of not only getting the cards, but also getting them in good shape. So thank you for watching this particular live stream. Uh, look forward to seeing you in the next one, and we may be putting together another one very soon, maybe in the next couple of minutes or so, depending on whether we clean things up or we arrange things. But yep, thank you for joining, and I look forward to seeing you in the next